Welcome once again to Channel 18, and today we have the CDC with us, and that's the Community Development Program. And to my right is Jean Stanley, and she will see you from the beginning to the end of your project. And Jay Coburn is the Executive Director. And as is our custom, we're going to start with the young lady. Would you like to tell us how you got involved with this and what you do?
Thank you, Paul. I am the Housing Rehab Program Manager for the Housing Rehab Program we have in Dennis, Port, and Harwich Center. And you would get involved first by contacting the CDP, Community Development Partnership. You can either get me by phone or email, and we can give you that information at the end. And I help you through the application process. And then once we get you income qualified, we move along to the construction phase, which we have a rehab specialist, Abigail Chapman, and she will come out and pay a visit to your home and help you determine what kinds of repairs you need and help you determine the priority in which they should happen. She'll write a scope of work, and then we put the project out for bid with our pre-vetted contractors, and we move to a close. It's a forgivable loan, a 0% deferred forgivable loan, so it's forgiven over the term of 15 years. And we oversee all the construction right till the end. We've had great success.
This is a really...
Jay, do you want to tell us a little bit about your...
Sure. So the Community Development Partnership is a nonprofit agency serving the 8 towns of the Lower Cape. And we work to improve the lives of low to moderate income residents by creating opportunities for people to live, work, and thrive on the Lower Cape. And we do a whole host of different activities from, we provide 70 units of affordable rental housing, we help nurture small businesses and provide microloans. And this is one of our projects that we've done for many years called the Housing Rehab Program that's designed to help low to moderate income residents do much needed repairs and maintenance on their homes. So it's a grant of federal funds that we can make available to finance that construction for homeowners both in Harwich Center who are low to moderate income, as well as homeowners in Dennisport. And then we actually have another program too that we do on the Outer Cape for homeowners in Truro, Wellfleet, and Provincetown. So all in all, we hope to help about 40 families in the coming year through this program.
Now, what section of the government sort of funds this?
So this is a what we call a community development block grant that comes from the Department of Housing and Urban Development to the state.
And how much money do they have? Do they get from them?
So it's several. I think it's tens of millions of dollars that come to states all over the country. This particular program for Dennis and Harwich is about $900,000 in total. Some of the funds are used to subsidize childcare for low to moderate income families, but a majority of the funds then are used to finance housing rehab efforts for low to moderate income families.
Now, how do you find people? You gave us a little guideline here. Do you want to repeat what that is, please?
Usually for homeowners, we do programs like this. I will do community information sessions. So when those are scheduled, we put them in the papers, in the local papers, so you could find in the Register or the Chronicle. We have a website, Community Development Partnership,
which is capecdp.org.
Okay.
You can find us on Facebook. Okay, we're really active with social media. So, and we're local. We're on Cape, so we're located in Eastham. We have one woman who works with me. She's in Harwich, so we're a very local, visible group. So you can find us out in the community, look for our flyers, and of course, you know, our doors are always open, and you can contact us through phone or email.
Now, what I was kind of looking forward to was, what are the financial requirements? You mentioned that a family of 4.
So these are
get a grant.
programs. Yeah, this program is for people who are low to moderate income,
Yes.
and that is based on the median income here on Cape Cod. So for a family of 4, for example, as long as the family earns less than $65,000, they can qualify for this program.
This program.
Yep. Or for a couple, the income limit is $46,000 a year.
So that's pretty good.
That's,
I think.
yeah,
It sounds
that
Yes.
covers a
to me.
lot of people who work for a living here, earn their living here in our in our very seasonal economy. And then the real beauty of this program, as Jean was saying, is that this is structured. It's structured as a loan, but we forgive 1/15 of the loan every year. So if the family continues to stay in their house over a 15-year period, it turns into a grant, and that they don't have to pay back the loan.
Right.
They only really need to pay back the loan if they sell the house.
Yeah.
How many people stay for 15 years?
A fair number of people
Quite a
do.
few.
Yep.
Yeah.
stay in their homes for 15 years.
Well, that
yeah.
would be good if you
Yeah.
get a nice repair job.
Yeah.
And you mentioned to me earlier, I think that included a heating system.
Yep. So we do repairs such as heating systems. We can repair a roof. We can do some major weatherization upgrades, replacing drafty windows, siding, plumbing, electrical issues. These are usually big ticket items that homeowners, can get overwhelmed with. I'd like to say one of the things that I really love about this program is that it's community driven, and it's you need to live in our community first to be a year-round resident. So it really helps the residents of Cape Cod that are living here, that are making a living. And it's no easy feat anymore to own your own home. You have to be current with your taxes. You have to have homeowners insurance. So it quite often helps people that otherwise might slip through the cracks for other programs. So we do a lot of good work, and it's designed to help the aging housing stock on the Cape and keep our year-round residents here on the Cape at home and safe. And I will put in this because you probably have some seniors that are listening in. And, sometimes I get seniors that say, well, 15 years is a long time. The thing is that if a homeowner should decide that they want to move, maybe the senior wants to move to Florida or warmer climate after this winter, and their family, one of their children decides to take over the home and make that their primary residence, the terms of the loan stay the same. Okay, so if it's within your immediate family, the terms don't change. So it really does help Cape Codders and stay here in a safe home as long as they want to.
Now, what about a family might have somebody who's alcoholic or drug connected? Does that deter them from the loan?
Well, we don't quite always get into that kind of detail with them. However, it would be a deterrent if they were having a difficult time making their mortgage payments. That's really what we look at. We look at how solvent and how stable the household is. There are some homes that we're not able to help if the repair is too great. Or if a family's in threat of foreclosure, then we help them find other agencies that can help them with those issues. But we're primarily moderate rehab, and
but the $35,000 will pay for a new septic system, or will pay for a new roof, or will pay for more energy efficient windows, which are ultimately going to help the homeowner as well reduce their heating bill every winter. So it's another great benefit, though, of this program too, is that we use all local contractors. So not only are we helping our neighbors who need help with their homes, but we're also providing work and business to our local contractors. And particularly over the recession of the last 6 years, this has been a very important project to kind of help the building trades with keeping them busy and keeping jobs flowing through their small businesses.
And they in turn use local suppliers and visit local coffee shops, and so the money stays right here. And if a homeowner were to sell their home, they would only have to pay back the portion of the loan that they wouldn't be living in the home any longer. So if they lived for 10 years, 10 years of the loan would be forgiven. that amount, and they'd only repay the 5 years, and that money gets paid back to the community, to the lead town, to be reused for other community projects. So it doesn't go back to the state or back to the federal government. It stays right here. So yeah, and I will say also, just for an aside, our contractors, as I said before, are all vetted before, and they're all licensed. They have all their insurances. They need to be in good standing with the program. So rest assured that our contractors are very reliable, and the quality is inspected all along the way throughout the project.
Okay. Now, you also mentioned that small businesses
Yep.
Can be a part of this.
So we do other programs through other funding sources for small businesses to help small businesses get started or help them grow. We offer training, technical assistance. We also have another loan program that's funded through different sources to help small businesses that aren't ready to borrow money from a bank come to us, and we do microloans for small businesses. But you can, certainly somebody who has got a struggling, small business might income qualify for them to be able to make some repairs on their home, because we know, for a lot of business people in those first few years of getting a business off the ground, things are tight, and here's a way to make much needed repairs to the home.
It's been a very good stepping stone for small contractors to grow their business too. So that it's steady year-round work, and many contractors that we've had have used this to grow their business and get their name out there and help them through the struggles of winter. And
we've been doing this project, the housing rehab, in various communities on the Lower Cape for 14 years now. And we have helped over 300 families and helped invest over $7 million into the local community through making repairs, but also hiring local contractors to do this kind of work.
You have to hire local contractors too, which is another good thing.
Absolutely.
Because they're looking for work
You bet.
in the winter.
Yep.
Yes.
So now, this winter, did you have a tough time with that, with all this snow?
Well, certainly, I think everybody seemed to be doing a lot of hibernating this winter, but we've kept projects going.
Yep.
It's been hard sometimes for us to be able to meet with clients and get the paperwork
we wore big
done.
Boots.
Yeah.
Big boots.
But we keep doing it.
Yep.
But I think certainly this winter has been a real proof of how important it is to have a good, strong roof over your head. How valuable with the temperatures that we've had, how important it is to have a home that's well insulated or an energy efficient furnace for heat that you can really see a lot of money going down the drain without a home that's structurally sound and well insulated.
Now, do you work with say Cape Light Compact or something like that, who also will pay for some things that go into your home?
Jean, why don't you talk about how we're able to leverage some
absolutely.
additional funds? Yeah.
One thing that we like to do is engage with other agencies. So Cape Light Compact is a great example, because if someone's calling me up and they say, well, I think I need some help with my roof and my windows are drafty and there's cold spots in my house, my first suggestion would be to call Cape Light Compact, because they can take some work off of our plate, and then we can use that funding for maybe some other repair or to reduce the amount of the loan. There's other agencies like South Middlesex Opportunity Council that helps elders and people with disabilities, and they can address different needs in a home than we can. We're all about repairs. South Middlesex Opportunity is all about making the home safe for elderly, so they could do other handicap accessible bathrooms or
a wheelchair ramp to get
wheelchair
into the
ramps.
house.
And we can do that kind of work too, but oftentimes there's not enough money. So we try to partner up with other agencies and provide the homeowner with a really comprehensive plan for making their home safe and again, afford them the ability to live there as long as in a safe way. They can as long as they can.
Another 15 years, hopefully.
Yeah. So we also partner with USDA rural loans and grants.
And what do they do for you now?
They have a little bit of a different structure for loans, but they can be used, again, all for repair. So what sets ours apart is that we are forgivable. Our loan is declining and eventually forgiven. Some of the others are not necessarily forgiven, but they're deferred. So
another thing that we're able to do too is, like, say that the homeowner does have maybe, $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 in savings. We can work together and cover up to $35,000, and then the homeowner, if they've got some additional resources, can also cover it. So we look for all kinds of creative ways to do as much work as possible to meet the needs of that homeowner using the resources that we have available.
So you must have a pretty good idea of what's a fair price when you hire these contractors to rehab a house.
yes, and that's a great thing about the program, because you are not only able to access the funds, you're able to access the expertise that we have with our rehab specialist, Abigail Chapman. And she'll go out and look at your home, and she's a licensed contractor. She's been out in the field for many years before coming to be a rehab specialist. And she prepares the scope of work. So it's a very unbiased opinion about what needs to be done. It's really all about what will make the structure safe and what makes sense for the homeowner. We try to take the big ticket items for our own.
And all of the work is put out to bid, competitively bid. So because these are taxpayer dollars, we want to make sure that they are spent, and we make the best use of them as well. So all the projects are competitively bid.
Now, what sort of information are you requesting in these forms?
So we just need people to come in and talk about their, to show us their income, show us their pay stubs, or just so that they can document their income. And all the applications are available at the CDP. You can call 508-240-7873, and Jean's extension is
14.
Number 14.
Yep.
Or also go to our website, capecdp.org.
Well, I appreciate you coming on and explaining your program. It's very interesting and very helpful to a lot of people, and I hope those who are listening, if they know somebody who needs it, that they will get in touch with them and call you, and that you have a lot more work.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you very much.